I'm going to take you guys along on a couple of estate sales and thrift stores in this video. So this is the first item. It's half off day, so it's only $2.50. Now comps look good, but only 5 have sold in the last 90 days, and there's about 100 of these listed. So that's about a 5% sell-through rate, so I'm definitely not going to end up picking that up. I'm on a wallpaper kick right now. I've checked out any wallpaper that I have seen lately. I was hoping this was going to be Resell, but it wasn't. Okay, 38 listed, 30 sold. Half off. Definitely taking that. I'm actually going to test this out today. I don't think those are the correct remotes that go with this VCR. And then I grabbed that for me. And then I grabbed this. So it's $1.50. I definitely should have looked up comps on this. So there's only a few that have sold and over 60 listed. So that one possibly might never sell. It was only $1.50, so it might be worth it for me just to write it off as a loss on my taxes and donate it. I've sold these before, so I knew what they were right away. I always pick up this brand. I have no idea how to say it, but it is definitely something I look for. And usually if there is an architect or a retired engineer, they will have this type of stuff at their estate sales. And because it's half off day, I only end up paying a little bit less than $7 for all of this. And I'll easily sell those for around $200 for everything. Fuller Brush Company is a great brand. I always look for their cleaning supplies, their brushes, anything that they made. I always look for it. So I do end up picking this up. And again, it's only $2. I spent a total of $24 at this sale. Okay guys, I just got to the car. I'm trying to put my gum right here. I just got to the car and I opened the trunk and my trunk is full of stuff I need to take to the Goodwill. So, yeah, I need to do that. I'm heading to an estate sale right now. There's one more estate sale in town, and then I easily passed 20 garage sale signs on my way to this sale. So, I'm in Midland, and so I'm gonna go garage sailing all through Midland today. So hopefully we can find some good stuff. So this is estate sale number 2, and I do not find very much here. So these Purex crystals, these are discontinued. Some of them sell for a lot more than others, and these ones don't have a scent. So these ones aren't the ones that are selling. When I tried to comp these out, I did find this set that had sold, but those were the Mountain Fresh scent, and these don't have any scent whatsoever. And I did use the eBay research tool, and I checked the last year of solds. The unscented just weren't selling as well as the scented, but since I kind of specialize in these items, I went ahead and picked it up. I always check these type of items. I've had luck finding some discontinued paper that has sold for over $100. So whenever I find stuff like that, I always scan it. I always look through Blu-rays and DVDs, just looking for certain ones. So I did check out a lot of things in this room, but I did not buy anything. I only spent $4.50 at this sale. I did find one cleaning product that was 50 cents that I'll probably sell for around $100, but other than that, that is all that I picked up. I struck out at about 10 garage sales, so then I decided to go to thrift stores instead. This used to be my unlucky Goodwill, and now it's turning into my lucky Goodwill. So I did pick up this inflatable, and it does work. I brought it home. It inflated right up. It stays standing tall, so it's in very good condition. About a week ago, one of these sold for $65 plus free shipping, but closer to Christmas I should be able to get about $60 for that one in used condition. I also picked up these Sorel boots. I am starting to pick up boots because boots sell really well for me once it starts to get a little colder outside. I'm thinking I can get around $30 for those. So I lost my digging footage from this stop. This is Goodwill. Okay guys, so it's looking like the drunk elephant. I had found a bunch of beauty products, but the used drunk elephant is the only thing that I ended up keeping. I did grab 2 candles for home for myself. This is also for my daughter. I don't know if she'll be able to use it or not, but she makes videos as well. And then that's a Christmas present for my niece. She loves dogs. So I really didn't find too much today here. I'm still looking at the boots. Again, running through second time. I do need to look at the sunglasses and the belts. And I think that is it. So I'll go home, unload everything, and then show you guys my haul. These are knockoffs. I got excited because even that like kind of looks like they're real until you start looking a little bit closer. But I'm going to head home now and unload, and I'll show you guys a little close-up of everything. I decided to stop at Salvation Army and I found this book bag and I had a really hard time comping it. First thing Google Lens pulled up was this $100 sold from 5 years ago on OfferUp, and then a $40 Poshmark sale. Since I lost some footage from that day, I decided to throw in some more thrifting footage for you guys on this video. Now the Playtex drop-ins can be Bolos, but not those ones. I put those back. I do pick up this Ninja picture, and then this is the half off color, and this completes a set that I picked up last week. I look up all facial hair removers, and this one is Skin So Soft by has a really good sell-through rate. It's only $2.99, so I do pick that one up. Same thing for Philosophy. I look up anything Philosophy. This one I do not end up picking up. It's a smaller bottle and it's used, and it wasn't selling for very much. And then I do put back that wreath as well. I didn't notice it was broken, and they wanted $14.99 for it, which is really high for my area. This hydro flask was dented, or I would have picked it up. Now I've been passing up those black bottles of Bevel. It's like a body wash. And I ended up looking them up yesterday, and they're selling for about $14.99, but with free shipping. So if I pay $4 for those, and I'm technically really selling them for less than $10, the profit margin on that is just not large enough. So I don't feel bad for passing them up all of these weeks. That Axe pomade, I also looked that up, and it's a no-go. I am not a clothing reseller, but I didn't want to go home, and I already looked through all the hard goods, so I start looking at clothing. These Ariat jeans are the half off color. Half off color is pink, and these are the trouser jeans. They're a really good size, and these actually have a very good sell-through rate. So I went ahead and I picked these up. And I should be able to get somewhere around $30 for these. And I make sure and look these over really well. I used to be a clothing reseller back in the day, but I was a bad clothing reseller because I was picking up the wrong items and I wasn't looking over things thoroughly enough. Now, these are some ski pants. They were only priced at $9.99, but I'm kind of confused with the sizing on this. So that's why I'm staring at this tag for forever. And then I look to see if maybe there's another tag that can give me some more information. And I kind of figure out that these are a kid size. I do not like selling kids' clothes. They never used to sell for me before, so I leave those behind. And then I find this fleece in the jacket section. Jackets are $5.99. Now at first I can't tell if this is a men's or a women's, so I want to make sure I know before I commit to picking this up, because I know if I don't figure it out now, I will never list this. So this is a women's. It's the Tundra style. It's marked on that tag, and I definitely picked that one up. This vintage Wilson's leather jacket is only $9.99. I throw it in my cart so I can look it up to see if these are selling, but they aren't. I do end up putting that back. I believe there was only one sold. Now, obviously, we aren't in leather jacket season, but I didn't feel like risking it. So these are the type of items that I would probably pick up way back when I was selling clothing. And this is $5.99, and there's one listed for $18. Actually, there's a bunch listed for $18. But I do look it up anyways just to double check, and I end up putting it back. It took me a second to find the brand on this ski vest, but the quality was so amazing. I knew this had to be a good brand. I knew it had to be a good item. This one was, again, $5.99 because it's considered a jacket, and I should be able to get between $40 and $50, but if it doesn't sell, I'm keeping that. I'm gonna give it till December to sell. And then I forget about all this other stuff. I still need to comp and see if I'm gonna keep or not. Okay, so I'm definitely getting this robe. It's not marked. It's pink, so it's half off. And it has this big dragon on the back, and robes are $5. So this would be $2.50. So I'm definitely getting that. And then swimsuits are half off. So I'm definitely getting this. I don't even know how much swimsuits are. So I'm definitely getting that. I grabbed all these underwear. Someone has them listed for $30, but they sell for around $25, and underwear is 50 cents. So I'm gonna get all of those. I'm getting this. It's new without tags. It still has the tag little thing attached, and I don't know how much that is. These shorts, brand new with tags. I think these are $3.99, and then the clothes I already showed you guys. So I don't know how deep I'm gonna get back into selling clothes. It might just be something where if I don't find anything at the store like today, I will go through the clothes, see what I can find to at least make some money. I almost forgot to show you guys everything. So I just opened the bag. I've been home for hours. I made sure that that inflatable dog worked. He's super cute, blows up perfectly. My dog hated it, but it works. So I'm really happy about that. I really didn't comp it. Air blown inflatables like that, usually, I mean, at the minimum, I could get 30 to 40 for him. So, but I just opened the bag from the first estate sale, and this stuff leaked everywhere, and this was like a $25 sale, and I paid $2 for it. So that's a bummer. I didn't even know this had liquid in it, so I don't know if it was actually this that leaked. No, it doesn't. I don't know what leaked. Maybe I just threw a bottle of water in there. I don't know, but either way, I can't sell it with the box now, so it'll probably be $20 sale, because this box is just like done for. So let me grab the other stuff. Okay, you guys, so thankfully that is the only thing that's wet in the bag. I have no clue what it could have been because, like I said, nothing else is wet inside the bag, so I don't know. And nothing else is wet from this thrift trip, so I don't know. But this was the first item I grabbed. I did not show you guys this. This is just a vintage Ortho lawn sprayer. I got it for $1.50. I don't know what I can sell it for. Yes, you guys had seen everything from the sale. So this is the one where I picked up the rulers. I always pick up this brand like I had mentioned, and that's a better shot. I always pick up this brand. I've sold a couple drafting arms of this brand for well over $100, so definitely keep an eye out for that brand. I always buy cookbooks. I've probably only made one recipe out of all of the cookbooks I've ever bought, but this one's a cookie one. So, and there's little notes in it, so maybe during Christmas, I always make a ton of cookies. Well, me and my mom and my sisters and my daughters, we always bake, like one day, we just bake all day long. So some of these look really good. So, I don't know. Maybe I will make a Christmas cookie from here. If I do, I will definitely show you the whole little process or something. I'm trying to think. What did I get and I didn't show you guys? I didn't record very much. I know that. I think I want to switch over to a GoPro. So editing wise, it'll make my life harder, but recording wise, it'll make my life so much easier. I'll probably have more content. So I think I might switch over to a GoPro. Not this month. I have way too much going on this month, maybe next month. Okay, so my last video, not my what sold video, but my last thrifting video, I did get something from Goodwill and I didn't show you guys, so I'm gonna show you that right now. I always buy this blender every time I find it. Such a great blender. This is the Krups. I have no idea. Let me check the model number. Type 243. So this is what the base looks like, and usually if the base is gross, I just donate it and I'll sell the bowl, because just the bowl sells for more than what the entire blender sells for, more times than none. And I am very much so against cleaning items that I'm not gonna make a huge profit on, because the more time I invest into an item, the less money I make in my mind. So if I have to clean it, I probably am not gonna buy it, or I'm gonna ditch it if I can part it out and sell the clean stuff. So this is the bowl, and just this part, I'll throw up some comps. We'll sell for this much. So, and I paid $5.99 for the whole blender, and this was coming out on a cart by Goodwill, is always putting out stuff. So there are like 2 people usually putting out fresh carts of hard goods, and then 2 or 3 people putting out fresh racks of clothes, and that's all they do. So they'll put out 1 rack of hard goods, and then, or 1 cart of hard goods, and it's usually like a 3 or 4 tier rack rolling cart, and then he'll go to the back and grab another one and start doing the same thing. So they are always putting out fresh inventory. So this, I found my second loop around right before I was getting ready to leave. Update on the wallpaper, they don't want to buy it. They thought it was cream. It's actually pink. It's like a baby pink, pale pink, this wallpaper. So that's a bummer. It was a $250 sale or somewhere right around there. And so I just sent the refund. If it sold once, it'll sell again. Hopefully it'll sell quick. Book bag, I found Salvation Army closer to home. Salvation Army in Midland was a bust. I stopped at Goodwill and Salvation Army when I got back into town, and I found this book bag, and of course it was different and the quality felt nice, so I decided to Google image it, and a Poshmark sale popped up, a Mercari sale popped up, and then an OfferUp sale of $100 5 years ago popped up, but I couldn't find anything current of this exact book bag and a sold comp, or even something listed. So I'm not too sure. I even looked on WorthPoint. I have a WorthPoint subscription now, which is actually pretty handy, especially for the items that I sell, because I sell a lot of like one-off vintage items. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna price this for $100 or best offer. See what happens, see what kind of offers come in, maybe possibly go a little bit higher. I don't know. So this is like the tricky part of reselling. I hate running auctions, but I feel like maybe I should start this at $99.99, see what happens at an auction. So I think that would probably be my smartest bet. Do an auction first, run it for 5 days, see what happens. If nobody buys it at auction, then I will list it for $125 or $100 or best offer. Sometimes it's hard to price items like this. I hate to underprice myself, and I hate to overprice it at the same time because I want it to sell. That's a good thing about being able to offer offers. So run it as an auction. If it doesn't sell, I'll put it as buy it now. And how cute is this? I picked this up for my niece for Christmas. It's Melissa and Doug. She loves dogs, so I really think she'll like this. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this right here. I should be listing. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate all of you, and I will see you on my next video in a couple of days.